let's talk blades, because that's what we're into. Ah. Sorry, I had some butter toffee peanuts, and like one of them went down the wrong pipe. Either way, got another Spyderco for you guys. This is the Spyderco Shaman. And yeah, this is, I don't know if this is a fake. I don't think it's a fake. I hope it's not a fake. I don't know. I don't know why this bothers me, but when I got it, I don't know. It just seems a little stiff on the pivot, and it's been that way, and the handle scales seem a little bit off to me. Not to mention that stamp looks a little off too. I brought it to somebody who's kind of a Spyderco expert, and he says it's a real Spyderco. I'm hoping that he's right. I'm not entirely sure, but it kind of makes me worry just a tad. I really hope that this is a real Shaman and not a fake. But there's always that chance, you know. It just looks kind of like, I mean, I don't know. I really hope it's real. Either way, this is the review on my Spyderco Shaman. This is a $202.30 knife. $202.30. Weird. When I purchased it, it was $200, so it only went up a couple bucks. Features the ever so famous compression lock, and you can see how stiff that is on the closing. I mean, if I work it in, I'm sure it'll work just fine. Yeah. It sports an S30V, CPM S30V blade. It says Golden, Colorado, USA, Earth. That looks a little weird to me. I don't know why. But, has steel liners in there that seem to be milled out. You can see them. Now I've got to shine a light in there for you, but you can see them. I just kind of have this funny feeling like this is a fake. I don't know. But then again, at the same time, maybe it isn't. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's real. I hope it's real. I'm going to be mad if it isn't. I spent a lot of money on this knife. Anyways, let's go into the specs. Hopefully my scale is working. Please tell me you're working. Ah, there it goes again. Come on, tap out of it, dude. It worked in the last video. Alright, so it's coming out to 5.18, 5.19. What the heck? What the heck? Ah. Alright, 0 ounces. Okay, so we'll just say 5.5. I'll have to recalibrate it. Something's not right with my scale. I gotta fix it up. Seemed to be like I did it right the first time, but when you put anything heavy on it, it just goes haywire. Let's go ahead and go to length. 3.5-inch blade with an overall length of 8 and I want to say 8, a little bit close to 8 1/4. And 3.6 on the blade, and on the handle it is a 13.2. Assuming that this is a real Spyderco. I don't know why I have this feeling like this is fake. I kind of do. I don't think it is. One of my, like I said, my buddy who's a Spyderco expert said that it's not. It's a real Spyderco. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just this model. He looked at it and he went over it. I let him borrow it for a week just so he can look it over, see what he can find, and he says it's real. So I hope he's right. I really do. Not a cheap knife. I really do like the grip on there. So this is the normal grip, and this is the choked up grip. So you still got a lot of space. That handle, excuse me, the blade is nice and wide on there. You got a lot of belly. And I really do like the compression lock and how it operates. Might not be as smooth as I'd like it to be, but it's still pretty good. Still pretty good. The pocket clip is interchangeable for 4-way carry. As you can see, it's tapped here, here, and down here. Nice, decent sized lanyard hole if you want to stick a lanyard on there. It's one of those knives that I just really enjoyed. Really enjoyed carrying. It's just a little bit wide, obviously. If you look at the footprint it leaves, you got that much. So it does have a little bit of weight to it, obviously. But it's not a bad knife. Not a bad knife by any means. It's pretty good. I quite enjoy it. It's just not as smooth, which is what is leading me to think that this is a fake knife. And the handle scales seem a little off to me. That G10. But I think the way he said it is they made them purposely like that. So, I don't know. Kind of looks like a fake to me. It just looks, I don't know, something about it just looks off. It could be a fake. Either way, I think I like the Native Chief more. Shaman is fine. Still, it's a Spyderco, it's real. Well, to me, I think it's, for the most part, I think it's real. I just have that little glimmer of maybe it could be fake. But either way, it's still a good knife. When I got it, I was really excited, and I opened up the box and I looked at it and I was like, huh, it just seems a little off to me. I told my buddy about it and he was like, yeah, let me take a look at that. And I handed it to him and he was holding it. He was doing this with it. He was kind of letting it bounce on his fingers. And then he was sitting there, he's opening it and closing it like this, and he was looking at it, and he was like, no, it's real. It's the real thing. I was like, really? Are you sure? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I got this feeling. I don't know what it is. It just seems like it's a fake. And no one likes to spend $200 on a knife that probably costs way, way less than $50 to create in some Chinese warehouse somewhere where a bunch of sketchy people are making tons of money off of scamming people. They like to do that. They do this with Spyderco. They do it with Benchmade. They even do it with Cold Steel, because those are the more, expensive kind of knives, especially if they're in mass production. It's just easy to get one model and copy it from there on. I have a fake Spyderco, which I know you guys have seen a video on. If you haven't, look it up. It's on the Endura model, or not the, yeah, it's on the Endura Wave review on that. A buddy of mine gave me his fake Endura that he bought on eBay, and I can tell because the FRN handle scales were just like made of a really, really cheap recycled plastic, and you can tell. You could rub your finger or your fingernail on it and cut the plastic on the handle scale with your fingernail. It was pretty bad. So just watch out for those fakes out there. They do exist, and it sucks, and you don't want to get burned. Trust me, I've been down that road, and it bites. So, but this one, I'm kind of convinced. I'm on the fence. I think that this is real. I think it's I also think that there's a chance it could be fake, but I'm leaning more towards real because my buddy's a Spyderco expert, and I call him that, but he knows a lot about Spydercos, and he's seen this thing, and he gave his own interpretation of it, and he said, hey, I'm pretty sure you have a real shaman right there. I was like, all right, I flip and hope so. So, I don't know. Still a great knife. You guys want to check it out on Amazon, you're more than able to now. It's just one of those good knives. Just be aware that the handle might feel a little short. It's not. It's just, if you want to, you could scale up on it, and it'll still feel like a normal knife. So, it's a good knife. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one.